All right, guys, we're here with our chat with collections with Rachel. Hi, Rachel.
Hi, everyone. I'm back.
Now, today we have a couple questions that people sent in to ask about a little more about what our collections manager does. So we figured we'd sit her down and ask a few questions. Our first one is, Rachel, can you describe a typical day for you as collections manager?
Yes, a typical day is, I have no typical day. I do lots of different things here at the museum. Some days I am working on exhibits, installing those, or fixing problems we might have on exhibit. Some days I'm looking at bugs. So that's something you do in collections. It's called integrated pest management, and you have to assess what kind of pests you have in the collection. So sometimes you spend your day looking at pest traps and seeing what kinds of bugs you have. And then other days I'm doing things like contacting conservators to talk about fixing some of our pieces or looking at how we can better house our pieces that we do have here. So there's not a typical day. It's always a new day here in collections.
Perfect. Okay, now how did you get into this line of work? What made you pick working at a museum like this?
So, it's kind of an interesting story. Originally, I was very interested in forensics. So my undergrad degree is actually in anthropology, and I had a heavy focus in forensics and biological anthropology. And through doing that, I decided that I did not like fresh dead things. I liked very dead things. So I switched more to the museum field, and I got a specialization along with my undergrad degree in museum studies. So yes.
Why did you pick the Dr. Pepper Museum? I know that wasn't one of the questions, but I have a question about why did you pick the Dr. Pepper Museum?
Why did I pick the Dr. Pepper Museum? So I do, although my focus was in biological anthropology, I do love cultural anthropology as well, and I feel like you get a very heavy dose of culture here at the Dr. Pepper Museum, a lot of pop culture, so it fits in with my interests here as well.
Perfect. And what advice do you have for younger students hoping to kind of get into the museum life?
Definitely get experience, volunteer as much as you can, get those internships. But if you're interested in collections, definitely reach out to people who are in collections, see if you can intern and learn from them, because all of that experience really helps you in the long run, and it helps make your resume more viable and people see you as a viable option for the job.
Perfect. Now let's talk about some of your favorite items in the museum collection.
Yes. So I love a lot of our glass bottles. Here is one of my favorites. So this is an RC bottle, Royal Crown Cola bottle. It is from 1966, and I don't know if you can see this, Gracie, but there is a number embossed on the bottom that says 66. So a lot of times your old bottles will have that 2-digit number that's indicative of the year. So when you see it, you know, oh, that bottle is from 1966, or if it's 1932. So this is one of my favorite bottles because it has a toothbrush sealed inside.
Oh gosh.
So it is super fun. You can see the bristles are still intact.
Oh gosh. How did it get stuck in there?
How did it get stuck in there? So
our lovely train is going by, guys. We have this train go by every day, at least 3-4 times a day? At least it rattles our building, so sorry for hearing that in our Facebook Live. Okay, how did the brush get stuck in the bottle?
Okay, so back in the early days of bottling, you would return your bottles to the store and they would reuse them. They would put them through a bottle washer, and that bottle washer would kill all of those germs and get out any little debris that was in the bottle. But as you all probably know, once you stick something in a bottle, it's fairly stuck in there. It takes some effort to get it back out. So our theory is that people would stick things in the bottles for whatever reason, and then they would return them to the store. And if they did not get caught on inspection, after they went through the bottle washer, they would get filled and possibly sent out like this. So we have gotten, in the collection, we have this bottle, and then we also have a different brand that has a little plastic baggie sealed in it. But I have gotten research requests that have all sorts of things in bottles. I've seen a 7-Up bottle with a straw.
Oh gosh.
And then I've seen other brands that have little toys in them, like a little toy turtle or soldier. And my personal favorite, nail clippers.
Oh, gross. Just quality control. They didn't really.
Yes. So
look through.
hopefully things would get caught on inspection either when they came out of the bottle washer or when they were filled. This one probably, because it came from the corporate collection, it probably was caught after it was filled, before it was sent out to the public. But those ones I get research requests about were probably sent out to the public like
gosh.
that.
Yikes.
Yeah, so
Makes me think of that Friends episode where Phoebe finds something in her soda can. I can't. Luckily we don't have that. Luckily we just have no thumbs, just a toothbrush. Just a toothbrush, but it's still pretty.
Just a toothbrush.
Well, that's a fun one.
Yeah, so that's one of my favorites. And then we have another staff favorite here.
I've heard many things, and this is my first time seeing this one too.
Yes, so
Oh, we're getting gloves on. Why do you put on
gloves?
gloves before you handle something like this?
So our hands have natural oils on them that are damaging to a lot of artifacts. I did not put on gloves for a glass item.
Yeah.
Because the oils don't really damage glass. There's not a lot that you can do to glass except drop it. And so when I put on gloves to handle glass, I'm more likely to drop it. So it's a little more dangerous to handle with the gloves. But other artifacts you want to handle with the gloves to prevent those oils from getting on there.
Oh my goodness.
So, for those of you that don't know, Dr. Pepper was invented at the Old Corner Drugstore in 1885. And we have a little piece of fan art here made out of an ostrich egg.
Oh my gosh.
And it is a little model of the Old Corner Drugstore.
Oh, the doors work.
Yes, the doors
See if
work.
we can get in there as close as I can. Wow.
It is
little chairs,
adorable.
little table set for two there.
Yes, and we have working windows too.
Oh wow. It's so intricate and very tiny. I like the idea that someone spent a lot of time.
This is by far a staff favorite. So when Gracie asked to pull some objects, this one had to be pulled. And you can get it on the top too.
Oh, we've got a little cash register and everything.
Yeah, it's great. It's
That's some intricate work.
It has like little, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a little Dr. Pepper advertisement.
Let's see if I can get that angle. Oh, wow.
It is fantastic. We love this egg a lot. Oh, and it has a little Dr. Pepper ad on the back.
Oh, I like that.
And another little Dr. Pepper ad here. So it is definitely a staff favorite, and anytime we show it to anyone, they love it. So I had to bring it out for this one.
Oh, I love this.
Yes, it is fantastic.
Hopefully we get some more fan art in there because I really like that. But thank you, Rachel. Thank you for our chat with collections.
You're welcome. We will see you again at 2 o'clock today.
Yeah, we have our liquid lab at 2 o'clock. So bye, Rachel. See you then.
Bye.